See, one thing that's going to impact a lot of us very soon, if it's not already, it's taxes. Lori Carpenter and Tony Smiley are here from Stadler and Company Tax Service and talk about the new tax season. Welcome. They were just telling me there's I mean, every time of the year is busy, but especially this time, everything gearing up. What about the government shutdown? Has that impacted taxes?
Not really. According to the IRS, the government shutdown shouldn't have an impact on refunds. Their plan this year is to recall the furloughed workers to ensure everyone gets their refunds.
Have you had calls to the office about the government shutdown and how it might impact their taxes?
Not really.
No. People are just kind of waiting to see what happens. What about the filing this year? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. This year, e-filing will start Monday, January 28th. So,
is that earlier this year or not?
No, not really. It's about right on time.
Yeah. Okay, there are some new things that are in the tax returns this year, and some are good, and some maybe not so good or not so pleasant. Can you tell me about those?
Sure. So some of the things that might be positive changes that would include lower tax brackets across the board. So everybody should have a good impact there. There's a higher standard deduction as well. If you have children on their tax return, there's also the child tax credit doubled this year, so good. Really nice one. And then if you have a small business, there's a 20% qualified business income deduction that could really benefit somebody with a small business. And then some of the negative things would include the exemptions are gone. So we used to get an exemption for each person on the return, and that's gone.
How should people approach something like that? Is it just a matter of just not filling in those, or is there anything that they can do to?
Well, the whole layout of the tax return has changed. So in simplifying it, you have a small postcard size piece of the return, and then there are 6 schedules or 6 additional pieces you need to attach to it. So
now, what about online? I mean, obviously you're not using a postcard thing.
Right. So if you file online or e-file, all of the information is going to be there, but the end product that you should see is going to be that postcard size. You know, it's like about a half a sheet of paper. And then it's got a lot of other pieces on it. As
tax professionals, do you welcome this change?
Well, I don't know. I think it could potentially bring in more business because everybody's unsure of how this is going to affect them, and it will affect everybody. So I think that's a good thing.
Okay, very good. Any tips for folks out there before we close here?
I think the last thing I would say is the withholding changed in February last year. So if you're expecting a big refund and you already had a bump in your paycheck all year, it may be gone, and there might not be such a big refund this year.
So plan appropriately.
That's right. Plan ahead for it.
All right. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about your tax situation, call the professionals, Stadler and Company Tax Service in Terre Haute. Call them at 812-478-2800 or 812-242-2800. In Brazil, 812-443-2800, or in Bloomfield at 812-384-3200. Thanks to both of you, and good luck this tax season with all the changes.
Thanks.
Thank you.